GoLoud.
I'm Brenda Dennehy.
I'm Julie Haynes.
And this is Left on Red. Hello and welcome back to Left on Red. Woof, 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 Julie. Did I just do that? You know what I'm on about.
Woof,
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 bow,
woof.
wow, wow, woof, woof.
Woof, woof. I'm there sitting in my car.
Where is any sign of the doggy?
No, he's been babysat by my brother. Said,
Oh, my-
God love Sean. Sean is like, every time you call her, you want me to babysit. If it's not the twins, it's
And
the
come here for
dog.
context. I suppose I opened up there now because the major news this week is that Julie is after buying a little puppy, a little dog, a little Westie. Yeah, you can fill them in on the situation. And remember now, not everyone will have seen your Instagram, so I suppose give them context on where you found the dog, how you got the dog, etc.
So my mum, well, it's a family dog. We have Rio now the last 11 years and he's also a Westie, but Rio thinks he's a real life baby. Like when he stays over at my house, Rio gets into the bed with me and not only does he sleep on the bed, he also goes on to the duvet covers and all. He's so funny. We adore Rio. But Rio lives with my mum and the twins are absolutely obsessed with dogs. So they've been begging for years. I'm like, no way, no way, no, no, no. So last week I had up a video of myself and Rio in bed, again, Rio under the duvet, and a lovely follower texted me and was like, Julie, you have to give Rio a friend. And she sent me a picture of her doggy, her Westie, after having pups. And no, this was a couple of weeks ago and I was like, oh my God, if you are selling them, leave me know. So she said I would. So I was keeping an eye on her page anyways, and next thing she texted me during the week and she said, Julie, we're actually selling the pups. I said, look, I want a male. The reason why I wanted a male is because poor old Fionn, he thinks that the girls are ganging up on him because there's myself and Erin Rose and then just him, he's the only boy in the house. So I said, look, do you have a male pup? And she said, I do. I have two. One, she has her own kids. Like she goes, my kids named the two of them George and the other fella is called Stitch. And my Erin Rose loves Stitch at the moment. So I said, keep me Stitch and I'll revolute you the money. So I revoluted her the money and I went down to Clorgan and Kerry the next day and I picked him up. So no, from today, like as I'm chatting to you now, the twins still didn't see him. I'm surprising them tomorrow.
Oh my God, what time are you surprise them tomorrow?
So I got the dog, yes, no.
So that would have been Wednesday. Today is Friday.
No.
We're recording this on a Friday, so that'll be Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
Went down.
So I got him Wednesday night, yeah. So my mom took the twins from me because like that I had to drive down to Kerry and like that drive for me is about 2 hours for me. 2 hours down, 2 hours back. So my mom took the twins down to Garryvaux. They're going back to school on Wednesday. So this is kind of their last weekend down there. So my mom said, look, leave them with me till Saturday. And that way then it's just you and the doggy at home. And he's just getting familiar with the environment. And like that now I got him a crate. I never done crate training in all my life. Like never, ever did I put a dog into a crate. And I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was bawling crying thinking of the little puppy in the crate being scared. I'd put Fiona and Rose into the crate quicker than the dog. Like. So, but everyone was in my ear like, no, get the crate. It's when she's so good. So I did. I bought the crate then yesterday. So, yeah, we're just finding our feet, the two of us. And I'm going to collect the twins now tomorrow from Garryvaux, bring them home, and I'll surprise them with Rocco. I'm hoping to call him Rocco.
And come here, are you going to put him into like a box with a ribbon or what you're going to do?
I don't know, I'd say he'd make an awful lot of noise if I put him into the box, like he'd be whinging and stuff, you know, or maybe barking, or I don't know. So I'll see what way he is. I am going to try the box and the ribbon, but I don't know, I'll see.
Oh, and they have no idea whatsoever. They have none, like they didn't, when you're on the phone to them, they didn't hear him crying in the background or anything like that.
No, and I keep sending my mom pictures and videos, and my mom keeps running into the other room then in the mobile home, and she's looking at them, and she's only a week for herself. I actually had to collect Fionn there earlier because Fionn does speech and language, so I brought him up to the hospital for that. I was actually bursting to tell him. All I want to do is tell him, I'm like, don't tell Erin Rose, but I have something to tell you, or bring him to meet the dog up in Sean's house. But I was like, nah, I won't. I'll wait and I'll do one more sleep, and they get to meet him.
They're going to burst.
Come here, this crate training is that
Yeah, I
right?
didn't know anything about the crate training as well before, and people were like, oh, when I got Winston, they were all like, oh, get the crate. I was like, sure, why do I need that? Because when we had, I'm going to reveal here now, when we had Jake, we didn't do any of that, and our dog before that, his name was, drum roll please, Rocco. Rocco the Labrador for 13 years in Ballydesmond. So you can't say I'm copying you and anything. If you're copying the same name of the dog that we had, so Rocco was our Labrador. I sent you a picture, the image of Jake, like the exact same dog.
Image. And it's so weird because I never knew you had a
Rocco,
dog
yeah.
called Rocco.
Oh,
Ever.
Rocco,
Never.
we were like, it's mad
Never.
because Rocco was 13, Jake was 15. That's 28 years. I've had a dog for more than half of my life. We've had dogs more than half our life. So yeah, Rocco was a beaut. Like me and my sister were even chatting about him last night, and I still miss him. Beautiful dog. But with Jake and Rocco, we never did any of that either. The crate training. So when I got Winston, I was like,
No.
sure, why do you want to do? Why am I doing that? Whatever. But your Rocco, he's so much better than Winston. When Winston was in the crate, Jesus Christ, the howling he was doing, he was unbelievable. The screeching, I had to move. When the house I was renting in Ballincollig, my room was directly above where he was downstairs. I had to move rooms. I had to move the different part of the house. I couldn't. He settled after a while. But you know the way now, I was buying like all these kind of hot water bottles and doing all these tricks and put the clock in with him to hear his mother's heart and all this. Nah, none of it. No.
Nothing. Yeah, see, so much. Rio was like that though. I remember when we collected Rio, like this now was 11 years ago, and he was howling coming up in the car. He was vomiting and all the creature, like. But this fella, I was after buying the bed, like a lovely fluffy bed, and I put the fluffy bed on the passenger chair, and I put Rocco then into the bed as I was driving home. He slept
That's
the whole
unreal.
way. Not pure slob, an absolute slob. But he came from a family, so his mom and dad are Westies as well, and they're still living in the house. But the family have 3 young kids as well, and so the kids were playing with him, and like he's so friendly, like he's like great patience as well. So he's a great little thing. Like last night, now I put him in the crate for the first night on his own, and he's like a newborn. I swear to God. So 4 o'clock, I heard him whinging. I ran downstairs and I put him outside. He did a big wee. Then again at 6 o'clock he started. So I ran downstairs, opened the crate, brought him outside. He done a poo. Like I nearly have him
Brilliant. And
trained.
because of
Nearly
course
there.
they won't pee or they won't poo like usually inside in their crate because it's their house.
It's their house. Because the first night now, on the Wednesday night I got him, I obviously just left him down in the kitchen. I didn't want to get into the habit of bringing him up to bed.
Yeah.
So I left him in the kitchen, but just in his fluffy bed. Sure, I woke up when I got up the next morning. There's piss and poo all over the fucking kitchen. Look, and I didn't mind. But this crate training, it's a game changer. Oh my God, like.
Oh my God, the twins are going to feckin' burst tomorrow when they see him. They're going to die. And he's the exact same. Are all Westies only white?
I'd say
so, yeah. Someone else knows going to be like, no, I've only ever seen white Westies. What age is Rio now? The Rio Olympics.
11. We got him. Do you remember the World Cup between playing in Rio? That's where we got his name because we got him that weekend.
And do you know what as well, actually? It'll be a nice, and I'm not being morbid or anything like that, but it'll be nice because Rio's 11, so, you know, he's at the later stages of his life, so it'll be nice to have a dog, we'll say, you know, in later years and stuff like that as well. That's why I suppose I got Winston as well.
Yeah, and like that, we had dog, like I had Bruce for 12 years.
Hold on now, I'm actually not going to joke here now, but my dad's dog years ago was Bruce. What is going on? I swear to God. My dad before, like Bruce, it was?
Bruce, oh my God. So we had Bruce. My dad got me Bruce when I was first born, the month of October. We had him for like 12 years or something. Then he passed and we got a golden Labrador.
Oh, Jesus.
We had him.
I'm not joking, you're right. But we had another dog called Max for a while. I swear, but no, he was a weird old fella. I don't know what happened to him, but he was a bit of a creep. No, I know that's weird, but you know the way some dogs, there's an energy off them. I don't know what the situation was. Yeah, Max, you'll tell me no next to you, a dog called Winston.
Max.
I've
watched it. And come here. Yeah, at Electric Picnic we found out about our names. So you had a nana called
Julia.
Yeah. Or Jula. And my nan was called Jula. And that's why I'm called Julie.
I'm sure my sister's in is Julie. It's mad,
sister.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, when we found this
out last week. In the meantime, now, right, Julie's inside in her car recording, right? I'm in London in Spotify Studios. Where are you parked up? Because she's doing some awful looking out the window.
The fucking
is it a bee?
A bee flew in the window. Wasp.
Come here, where are you parked?
I'm in Clyne somewhere.
What's going on in Clyne? You know, it says it's something you tell me off air.
I was dropping film back.
Oh, grand. I thought maybe we were going meeting a fella. What's the update?
So I went on 2 days.
Go on,
with the same guy.
Christ, go on.
Yeah, I know
Jesus,
flat
go
out.
on. The same fella. Go on,
The
spill.
mash, yeah. The same fella. So I was with him last night now as well. I couldn't go out too long now because it's a doggy. So I got one of the girls' daughters to one of my friend's kids came down to my house. Like she's in fifth year now. And she babysat Rocco for me whilst I went out for a couple of hours with
Oh,
your
good
man.
woman. Brilliant. And how did you get on?
Yeah. Great. Like, the first date, like, was lovely, like, and all that, but, like, it's a
Yeah.
lot of chatting and, like, just, getting to know one another, I suppose. But then the second one, we kind of knew each other, but we didn't. So there was a lot more chat, but more in depth, if
Well,
that
do you
makes
know on the
sense.
first date, I know now you spilled a good bit on your Instagram for anyone who might have missed your Instagram. How did you get on with the first date? Well, it must have been good that you met him again, but like, was there any awkwardness? Or did he put he didn't put the hand behind the steering or the seat, but he did have the legs he did have the steering wheel between the legs.
The steering wheel. Do you know what I mean
Yeah,
when I
totally,
say
yeah.
that?
Yeah,
So
it is
sexy,
sexy, all
like.
right.
But he does listen to the podcast. Well, he listened to a couple of episodes. So when he asked me then to meet again, I said, I will meet you again, but there's a condition. He was like, what? And I was like, you're not allowed to listen to the
Well,
podcast.
he's 100%, he's got the bell on, he's 100% listening to this now.
Yeah, because last night we were walking somewhere and he was like, I knew I was taller than you. I was like, fuck, he listens to the podcast.
Well, how tall was he? Because I know I was kind of taking the mick there on that. How tall was he?
Way taller
6
than me.
foot?
No, wouldn't be. No, be
Look.
Yeah, like, I was just saying, like, I was in runners, he was in runners as well, like, and he had the Air Max's bubble on, but I just still taller than me. But and then I stood up on my tippy toes, and I was like, "Oh, just in case I'm wearing high shoes, and he would have been still
Brilliant.
taller
Well,
than me."
actually, come here as well. You'll be thinking of that there now. You'll be proud of my bit of a stalking story, right? So I was on Bumble, right? And then I seen, see, this is it. Men are silly at times. So I was on Bumble, right? Matching away there now, very busy the last week or so, matching men and all that kind of stuff, right? I might have a date later on. But do you know what? I think the date later on, I think he's a bit of a time waster, I think he's a bit of, and if he is, he's getting, do you know what? I'm going to just delete the number completely and I'm going to just, we'll say block it. So you'll never know again if he's messages me. I don't know. I think he's a bit of a time waster, but look, we'll see what happens. But I matched a guy anyway and he had a running top on, right? And he was at a race and we'll say it was 2149. Do you know the way when you're running? Do you know the way I'm doing the marathons, they give you a number and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, went in, got the number anyway, saw the number, right? And I said, I'll go back and find the race, right? Of course I did. I said, I'll check it out, right? Because I was like, there's something sus about this lad anyway. So anyway, his name on Bumble was Dan anyway. Found him out anyway, right? Not Dan at all. His name is Michael and was married. Yes.
What?
So I went on, right? We'll say, when I see a fella's running and stuff like that, right? We'll say, I'm drawn to that then. If they're into running, I'm like, oh, he's a good match for me. Or if they kind of like the gym or whatever, that kind of stuff. If they work in television or radio, great match for me. Seen the number, right? Got the number. Name up was Dan, right? And then went in. Found the number, right? Because I checked the race and a different name altogether, different person married. True the number.
And you know that when you found his name, then did you just
put him in,
Google him
found
or
him,
Facebook
married.
Yeah. And you found it, and was it the correct picture?
Yeah, it was the exact same fella. It was the exact same fella. Found it through the number. Are you that thick? Because the odd time when I've been running in Cork, if I had seen, the odd time, we'd see someone now, there were good runners from Lee Valley. Is it the Lee Valley Club and all that kind of stuff? And Talker, you'd see the number, you'd be like, oh, what's your man's name there? And sure, you check up the race and you put it in, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's his name. That's who he is. Of course I'm going to do it.
I can't. But London, it's big, I understand, but it's small as well at the same sense. How did he think he was going to get away with it? But you see, they probably think
because it's so big. And as well, my radius is a couple of 100 miles. I'm not just London, do you know? I'm not just London. But look, there's another one. But you know what's hilarious now? I've around 3 or 4 matched and none of them have texted me back today. Do you know the way?
Did you text
I matched them all, right? And it's my opportunity to text them first. I've messaged them because see that I go all out or not. I'll probably delete the app now in a few days, all right? Because I'm trying to forget about the other fella that I liked, right? I'm trying to forget about him. So I suppose I kind of used the substitutes then for something else. The other fella now I was meant to meet later on. I did kind of like him, but I've got this, when I was coming into Spotify, I said to myself, I think he's a bit of a time waster, I got this awful kind of feeling in the pit of my stomach. But to be honest, I'm so exhausted I could do with just going home today, to be honest. So then
Yeah, but are you just trying to make up excuses for yourself?
I
Because even
know.
with my fella now
Yeah,
this
go on.
week, I'm like, I don't like him because he done even stupid little thing. I was like, oh, go away. And I'm like, why am I trying to turn myself off him? Like, what's
Well,
wrong with
yeah,
us?
you see, this is the thing, and I did a story and I come in. I said, like, anyone else, Jewel, they look forward to a date. They're all excited. They go pampering themselves and all. The two of us wake up, oh no, I'm sick of that now. I don't want it to happen. Hope he cancels. But then
I
if
know.
he does turn out to be a time waster, I'm like, that fucker, I'll be on next week going, that time waster now and everything, So you can't win.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like when I met your man now last night, he was wearing lovely coat, a lovely clothes and a lovely coat. I was like, fuck, like I've nothing out to be like, oh God, ugly shoes or whatever, because he was lovely, and I was like, I'm trying to find something that I'm like, nah, not for me, good
Yeah,
luck,
yeah.
just, I don't know, I'm scared
No,
of
I
my
get it.
life.
And actually, there was a fella last week. I ended up kind of having a fight with him. We were just after giving me his number, but in a few minutes. But you see, I got a bit defensive, and he was like, "Are you out the weekend?" And I said, "No," because were you drinking the weekend? And I said, "I don't drink." And he said, "What?" Question mark. You're Irish. And that
Oh
does
yeah,
annoy
yeah,
me,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That does. Oh, yeah, I sent you on the
Yeah.
message. That does annoy me. And
Yeah.
then I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, oh, God, this is getting really awkward or something like that. I goes, what do you mean by that? And of course, I suppose I was a bit sensitive because I have a drink problem myself, but I was like, what do you mean by that? But it kind of annoyed me because I'm like, not all of us Irish people are fecking pissheads. I know, no. Like,
I,
I'm not one to
yeah.
talk. But sometimes I enjoy going down and having a bit of a fight with them. And I was getting a bit high from that now because I was like, you're on all bollocks. I was saying to myself, Paul, anyway. Didn't want to meet you anyway. You know what I mean? I was like,
Yeah.
nah. He was like, oh, he said this conversation is going to be tough work. And I said, you're not man enough to say what you were going to say, I said. And all this kind of stuff. And then I was like, well, do you know what I said to myself? That's another one gone. But look,
Another one got no one beat
I
the
actually
dust.
think I'm meant to be single. But anyway, oh my God, hold on, I'm actually getting a Bumble notification. One new match. There's one fella that I really do like. Oh no, it's some other fella. No. Do you know when you see a few fellas? Oh, this fella. Right, no, God, no, it's not the one I wanted. I tell you something there, give you an ick, right? Well, I did the cardiac steps in Killarney last week, right? This will give you the ick, right? So, if anyone has something, do you know what's up near Tork?
Fair
No,
enough.
people say they did Tork. There's two
Yeah.
different things. Did you do the cardiac steps?
I put up my stories and people were doing
Oh
that
yeah,
in cardiac
brilliant. Yeah, but
steps.
see, some people think they're doing them and they're not. But anyway, I did them anyway last week. But I was dying to go for a wee, right? And there's a certain spot. There's a certain spot you can go. But then I had Julia the Mini Cooper, and do you know what was weird? Right, you will get this because I wanted to go for a wee for ages. But you know the way when you know the way before if you've got a car or Jeep. Do you know the way your Jeep now you've the two doors that you can go for a wee in between them.
Yeah.
The Julia only had one door, so I couldn't do it anywhere. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't park up and do it.
Oh, one
Yeah,
door
I
needs
couldn't do
time, like,
anything. So I was like, you're just going to have to go, we'll say, in a ditch somewhere. So I was around 6 or 7 minutes in, right? Looked around everywhere, right? Looked around, and I'd always have a tissue or something. Looked around everywhere, and I said, I go into the little spot on the left hand side just before the steps. People will know it. Anyway, pull. pull. You know it's coming here now. Now, usually I wear shorts, but I actually had leggings on, and that's more effort. You know, if you're wearing shorts, you can do it quicker. But no, pull them down. And thought I was all on my own. No, turn off the music on my phone and everything. So I was bent over anyway. And what happens when a fella passes me and sees me full on blown weeing?
oh
And do you know what the thing is, right?
no.
Do you know the way you'd get up? You'd be like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? Be like, there was no
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
I
You
cou-
couldn't because you were
I
midway.
was just kind of looked going like he's seen the whole thing. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of think like I was, I kind
Oh,
of.
yeah.
Do you know when that happens?
I wanted to keep it.
Do you know when that happens? That just there was no
Yeah.
point. There was no point because when you're caught in the act, you're caught in the act.
You're caught in the act, yeah. Oh
Yeah, you're.
Jesus. And what did you
No,
do
he
to you,
kind of
like?
saw me and just kind of pretended he didn't see me. Do you know, he was mortified for me. That's what I do to someone as well. Well, I probably go, "Oh my God, don't worry, I didn't see you," and I'm like, "Oh my God, pretend it didn't happen." I probably react like that. Do you know what? We haven't had a time to even talk about what happened at EP. I know the last episode now was the Electric Picnic one. Julie, we needed a few edits out of that because something, I don't know what it is, right? Some people come to life on stage. Me and Julie do, but life in a really not so good way. We actually, something happens as we just go wild.
Wild. Like, I be telling my biggest secrets and
Yeah.
everything on stage. You, oh my God, at this stage then, I was no, what happened was we were on our way to Electric Picnic and I was Snapchatting my fella. and he snapped all along. I was just getting pictures of his like shoe or his pants or his work van or whatever. And he Snapchatted me his face. So Brenda was driving, and I was like, Brenda, look, this is a picture, a Snapchat picture of him. So Brenda pulled into a garden, made me hold the screen so the picture of him wouldn't come off my phone. Then Brenda got out her phone, took a picture of my fella, and saved it to her phone. So we were on the stage, anyways. Brenda decided to get out her phone and show everyone. I'd say there was about 200 people in the tent.
More.
A picture of my fella.
Yeah?
More, yeah.
But
I was like, what are
I
you
was like,
doing?
hold on there now, lads. I'll just get the phone. And you were just looking at me, like, hold on. And I started swinging around in front of everyone. But Julie, it just happened. But you know what the funny thing is? You were just kind of looking at me. You were like the moving statue as always. You didn't even try and get the phone off me. I was just swinging it up and down and people were loving it. I did it around 3 times.
You
Kept doing it. And then
Kept doing
Joe, our poor manager, started doing chanting then for Joe. Getting him up on stage. Joe. Like you were looking at me again. Like, I don't know what the fuck happens to us.
We were like two lunatics up on that stage. I came off and I was like, it was 2:00 in the morning. I was still voice note, and you'd be like, Brenda, you know what you said as well? XYZ. And I said XYZ. Oh my God, I'm actually so embarrassed.
And do you know what the thing is? When we do the show in the Opera House on the 6th of September, limited tickets, by the way, the same shit will happen where I'll say something or you'll say something and then we'll be looking at each other going, what the fuck did you say that for? Something just happens to us.
So it's wild. I don't know, the nerves or what. We just blurt out everything. Anything can come out. Like,
and then there was a few insults thrown as well. You know when we were doing the Mr. and Mrs.
Yeah, what was that? Yeah, who was the first one to have who be one most likely to have a one night stand?
And then there was.
Did you say you?
I think I did. Did you say?
I said you.
Come here. I'm not. Not that I'm not. No, a woman should be able to free to do whatever she wants. But no, I would say you. Are you seriously saying me? Yeah. Not at all. No. Jesus, no.
My very short memory.
That wasn't tonight.
Yeah, exactly. That was the number 1 to you.
But come here, as if you can talk. You're worse. No, I'd say no. That record belongs to you. That record belongs to you.
Not when I have
in fairness, no. We did there was another one that we had as well that was quite funny. Was it the laziest? In fairness, no, you said you were the laziest, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm not far behind you, like.
Yeah, but I actually felt bad because I was like, well, you're not lazy because, you know, you've got the kids and you're always doing something. Now you've the little dog. Now you've got little Rocco.
It's a lovely name,
it's lovely. How did you come up with the name Rocco? Just came into your head?
I just came into my head because I wanted something to go with Rio. So I think Rio and Rocco has a lovely ring
and
to
you know when they meet, imagine when they meet. Do you think Rio will be a bit like, who's this fella?
I doubt it. My mum has asked me that as well yesterday, but Rio was always the baby until the twins came along. And his nose wasn't out of place either when the twins came into the house. You know, he was fine. So I'd say he'd be fine with this fella now as well.
Or Jake was actually very good to Winston because Jake had been home for 13 years without Winston. This is my gaff now. And then Winston, but you know what's funny actually? Will you breed? Will he have pups? Rio didn't have pups or anything like that. He's not a dad or anything, is he?
No, I'd probably get a new shirt.
Yeah. Winston, my mom was telling me a story there about Winston not so long ago, and basically it kind of turned out like we were talking about Winston maybe, you know, getting in the act like sex, whatever. Not sex, but you know what I mean? Do you know the way they hump things, dogs, sometimes? And straight away to my mother, I was like, I don't want to hear it. He's a virgin. Right?
Yeah.
But then my mother was like, I'm just telling you. And then she said, Julie, said the exact same, Julie, my sister, because me and Julie, my sister, are very, I don't know what it is, whenever it comes to that kind of thing, we're like, we don't want to hear it. Do you know the way people see dogs humping stuff and they think it's hilarious? If I saw like Jake, like there's a few pups, people say there's a few pups going around that are Jakes. I don't want to know about it because to me, Jake and Rocco, Bruce, all of them, they were all virgins. Winston is a virgin. He wasn't doing anything to that cushion. He just was sleeping in an awkward position. But are you not like that? We'll say now if you saw Rocco getting it on with a cushion, would you think it's funny? Yeah.
It's very awkward. Well, especially if my mum or someone was in the room.
And then, this is it. Then, can you imagine if you started doing it to some fella's leg? We'll say you're a fella now. What if we'll say in a couple of weeks' time, if you bring your fella over, right? and Rocco starts going at his leg, what will you be like?
I'd be fucking delighted at least. Because that's the
You're disgusting. You're actually sick. There's a name for people like that. You're actually disgusting. No, but would you not be mortified? If Winston did that to some fella, I'd be like, get off now.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, no, it's embarrassing. But remember years ago, not Max now, but our Bruce, years ago, my mum and dad would open the front door and Bruce would go for a little walk by himself all around the loch and everything. Dogs
Just
used
to
to
go for
roam.
the, going on a night out, getting it on. Yeah, I know.
No, then he passed away and we got Max the Labrador. Now, he was never allowed to do that. We'd always walk him every single day. But years ago, you just opened the front door and all the dogs used to be just roaming around the street.
Yeah, I suppose. Look, that's the city slickers. We kind of had, our dogs kept in. No, Jake did escape.
Did
We
he not?
wouldn't leave him go, but they'd escape the odd time. We'll say if they'd run out the gate or
Yeah.
something, someone was opening the gate, they'd run out, but they'd always find their way back.
Yeah.
Poor little Winston, I don't know now, if he escaped, I don't know where he'd go, would he find his way back? Because he hasn't really been out that much, because he's a big backyard all the time.
Yeah. No, same with Rio and Rocco. Jesus, we'd never leave them off the leash. Or Max, but I remember our first dog, the Bruce that we had for the first 12 or 13 years. He's I used to be out the lock with my friends and I'd see him walk
Would
past
you
me.
not be like, would you not
No
be like,
leave.
what are you doing there, Max? Bruce, sorry.
Bruce, I'm like, "Hi, Bruce," and I give him a rope and
What?
off he'd go. But he'd always find his way home then. Yeah,
Oh, Jesus, no.
but that was all
Yeah,
ago
maybe.
back
So
then,
was he down in Mox having a few pints or something?
He might go down to the gallows or something. Yeah. Was it the first dog I picked up in there?
I probably
Right.
know Mox better and stuff like that.
But anyway, talking about EP, and then remember Joe asked us who got the most work
Yeah.
done in their face. Come here. I know not everyone was shouting at me, but you're not far
Well,
behind me.
I did get the second part of the non-surgical rhinoplasty. I mean, I feel like I should get a job in CISU now for knowing the medical term rather than a nose job. Yeah, I know, but that's only my nose. Come here, you got your chins and your eyelid and you get filler. I'm looking at your face here. The lips, are the lips done as well? You've got the fake eyelashes.
get
You've got
them
the
done in
fake
ages.
eyelashes. You've got the hair extensions, which I do as well. No,
And you filler in your nose.
I only
I'm
have on
filler
this
in
face now.
my cheek.
All I have now currently is the nose. A bit of
And
Botox. That's
Botox.
it. You've got Botox as well. I'm older than you, so I should be allowed to get a bit of Botox.
Oh, come here. I have something to tell you.
What? You're seeing a young
You're going to
fella.
fall off the chair. Yeah.
How young? Are you taking the piss now to me? Is it my young fella?
I was about to tell you this earlier. He's younger than me. I
Oh
couldn't
my
stop
God, it's not
laughing
my
after
fella,
I
is
found
it?
out. I said, wait.
No, you don't know my fella. Go on.
No.
I don't even have a fella. They're all ghosting me. And that
Fucking
prick still hasn't texted me. Go on for tonight.
No,
What age is
he's
he?
not as young as your fella now. He's where there's a year
Oh,
between
for
us. A year
God's
and 4 months
sake
between us.
almighty. I thought you were going to be like Elizabeth Taylor or something. That's nothing.
No, but I was still laughing. Well, it's nothing to you,
Yeah.
because you're what, 10
Well,
years or something?
yeah, it is
It's 10
actually
years
10 to be
between
honest.
us.
I was upping the age on Bumble to 49, but they're all a bit too old. But I was like, that's what you
Oh,
look
God,
like
gee.
to your young fella. But is it your own fella's a year younger or is it another fella? Your own
No,
fella.
my fella that I was with last
Oh,
night.
you're a cougar, so.
I'm a cougar girl.
Well,
That's
actually, I was
cougar.
watching Celebs Go Dating. I know you probably don't watch it, but do you remember Rosie from Coronation Street? She's on
Yeah.
it. And I was like, go on, Rosie, girl. Helen Flanagan's her real name. She's 33, 34 now. And the fella she was snogging, oh my God, I said snogging, sorry. She was shifting.
That's a disgusting
I think
word.
snogging is way better here than saying shifting. Shifting is like you're doing
I'd
turf or
never
something
said
like that. Whereas she was
We'd say
mauling,
mauling.
we'd say shifting, innit? But look, she was sucking the face off a fella. And he was only 23.
Yeah.
And this is on national television. And I know it might have been for views, but I was a bit like, Jesus. She was mauling the face off him now. So, and that was 11 years. Whereas my fellow's only 10 years. And I'd say he's well gone as well. Do you know in that mode where do you know what happens? You've got so many, you're texting so many, and then there's none. I'm in that state now. There's not one single person replying to me. There's none. That's
I know,
bad.
it's so
It's
annoying.
not bad. And then, do you know what? Do you know
So
what
annoyed,
now?
actually.
They'll all text now tomorrow when I'm doing something. I'm like, no, back off, man. No,
Yeah,
I've right.
no. We're awful with
I
the
know,
game
but no,
playing,
I'm not
aren't
too.
we?
But you see, we'd be playing games at them, but they don't be playing games at us. They have no
That's
idea.
what we
But
think,
yeah, no, but come here. I'm actually delighted with the results of my nose.
Oh, come here, it's
Do you,
some
do you
difference. I've
think so
seen the
now, isn't
before
it,
and
Jewel?
after.
Isn't it?
Yeah, but sure, I got it done. I
You did
influenced you.
Well, look, if that's grand. You took the same name as Rocco, Bruce, and Max. I mean, where's Winston? You're going to get a cat now and call it Winston.
My tennis
Do you know
ball,
what I
I can
mean?
call Winston.
Fex it. Wasn't Winston the name of the ball in
The
Castaway?
ball.
Oh,
Yeah,
God
yeah,
almighty.
yeah. I'll call my ball
Oh, God,
Winston.
it'll win. Little gorgeous win. But yeah, so no, I'm delighted with the nose. And do you know what is funny? As we're talking about, when I was walking in, I was a bit like, those lines. I was doing Instagram stories and I was like, those lines. So I said to Fiore inside there, goes, come here, since you're going to batter me there. Not batter, but you know, so you can't exercise 24 hours after. And and you can't go to sleep for 4 hours after. So he goes, look, fill her up there, Fiore. So I got her to do the Botox as well.
How many areas
3.
do you get done? Oh yeah, your forehead, in between
Yeah.
eyebrows,
You
and
need
your
6 or
eyes. Is
7, is
that?
it?
I actually get Botox
Do
my nose
ya?
and all. Yeah, because what happened to me, I was so Botoxed up, I started to use my impression lines on my nose, or your bunny lines
Yeah.
down your nose. And I was like, nah, I can't have that. So when I went back there a couple of weeks back for my Botox, I said, thrown a
Oh,
bit as
yeah.
well in the nose. But she said that's very popular. She said, because you can't move your forehead when
Yeah.
you're talking, so you start
Oh,
moving your
yeah, of
nose.
course.
And she said, yeah. So she said all the lines then start to form in the
And then
nose.
speaking of other stuff in your face, your teeth. Your teeth look great. Got them
Oh yeah, I
shaved
got my
down.
teeth.
They look great.
I got them shaved down, yeah. Do you know what it was? They're actually very I love them, but they're too long for me. So I went up to Grand Dental there 2 weeks ago, and she'd looked at the teeth like, and she examined them, and she's like, yeah, they're just a bit too long for you. Like my bite
Mm-hmm.
was all off. So I went back then yesterday, and she filed them down for me. So they're
Very good. Yeah, I've
perfect now.
the composite
Absolutely
veneers of them
perfect.
since last year as well, and a great job. Great gang up there. And do you know what? In
Yeah,
fairness now,
yeah.
Colin who owns it, what a guy. He does so much for the community up there, doesn't he?
Sound.
No, he
Yeah,
really,
so
and
sound. I was
I mean that now
delighted.
whenever we'd be looking for something on Red FM, he'd go out of his way, really trying to help people. And
I'm actually thinking I might get the Invisalign up there as well. They're doing some open day there in September, and you're going to something like up to €1,000
oh,
off
that's
the
brilliant.
Invisalign. Yeah, so I might go up. I might get the Invisalign
And
for
do you
my
know what I
bottom
think is
teeth.
cute? Do you know Abby Clancy? Do you know your man married to Peter Crouch? She got braces, right? And just years ago, if you'd braces, people would be mocking you. I think they look very stylish. No, she got braces.
Yeah, it's all the go. Like my Fiona and Aaron Roseby asked me for
Yeah,
bracelets for their teeth. And I'm like, what are they on about? But they're on about braces, but they call it the
yeah.
bracelets. Yeah, all the time. Yeah,
I
it's
had
like,
them.
sure, like
Yeah, I
anything
had them
to
before
do.
years ago at the train tracks, but I was getting awful bullying. You know what I mean? Oh, choo choo. You know
Did
what I
you?
mean?
Yeah.
Really mean shit like that. Some little fecker,
I know.
yeah,
It's
like one
awful.
person in particular, And then that same fella then tried to
Yeah.
maul the face off me in Clarny years later. I'm like, can you not remember the bullying you were doing to my teeth? You little shit.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry.
Dose.
Right. Okay. While we are here, before we finish up, you mentioned Fionn and Aaron Rose there a while ago. I can't wait until the video of you showing them the dog.
I know.
Oh,
I
so
know.
cute. We're going to do Are You Smarter Than Your 6-year-old? All right. So, Julie,
Yeah.
question number 1. Spell chauffeur.
CHUFFEOR.
No.
CHOWFFEUR.
No. CHAUFFEUR. Because
I was
the story in your
close.
Instagram was like, I'm like my mother's chauffeur. And you said chauffeur. Chuffer, yeah, I got it sent to me so many times, and I replied to everyone, was like, amazing, thank you so much, amazing. And for clarity, I do make spelling mistakes as well, and I'm not taking the piss. I'm not mocking you here, all right? You're very willing and obliging to do the quiz, aren't you, with the spellings as well, yeah? I get paranoid.
No, you actually
I
forced me
get
into
paranoid.
it.
Well, you can do one on me, so.
No, because I
You
forget
see,
right
that's
now
it,
the
right?
answers.
Okay, speaking as we were doing, that's 0 to 1. As we're doing lots of talk about dogs today, all right? 2 dogs ourselves as well. What was the name of the dog in the Famous Five? We are the Famous Five. He was a lovely little dog. I think he was like a sheepdog. Sheepdogs are lovely.
Uh,
No.
Rex. What
T.
does it begin with?
No.
Tiger?
There's a guy who does a
Tess.
podcast in Cork with the same name. No.
Terence.
Yes! Timmy Long. Yeah.
Yay.
Timmy actually texted me earlier, so Timmy Long from the Long Haul podcast, to say that his wife Nicole is obsessed with our podcast. And she'd be
Lovely.
dying
Hi,
laughing at
Nicole.
it all the time. So that's why that question came into my head. So the wolf tones, this is question number 3. The wolf tones, I mean, they like raised the roof in Electric Bacon last week. But can you name 2 members of the wolf tones? Are you still there?
Tom.
No. Well, yeah, kind of. Tommy Byrne. I thought you'd know this now with all your kind of rebel songs. It's all an act. It's all an act.
Liam.
No,
Patrick.
Brian, Noel and Tommy. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so that is 1
Half
out
a
of 3.
point, half a
Well, yeah,
point for
okay.
that.
This is your riddle. I love giving you the riddles. No, actually, I'll give you the riddle as the last one. I just wanted to ask this one because AI seems to be taking over the world, and I heard a story on AI when I was coming into the studio today. But what does AI stand for?
Something intelligence.
Yeah, but what is it?
Is annual.
No.
Automatic.
You're getting one guess. Artificial. I think that's a half a point out of 4.
Artificial,
Right,
yeah.
this is a riddle. I can't wait for this one. Right, question number 5. What has a neck but no head? No.
Turtle. Giraffe. I don't know.
It's not
A
an
snail.
animal, no. A
I don't know
bottle.
what. Oh, for God's sake. Neck but no head.
Yeah, so I think this is your worst ever.
It wasn't.
Hold on now, number
good.
1. You didn't get shut for. You didn't get the name of the Famous Five. Kind of. I'm going to give you 1 out of 5. It's pretty shit, to be honest.
I got half a
Yeah,
point.
it wasn't the best, though. It wasn't the best. No, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the best. Come here, before we finish up, the next time we will meet in person, it'll be me home for the Opera House show, the Opera House.
The Opera House.
Limited tickets on sale at podcastfestival.ie and the Cork Opera House. We can't feckin' wait, we can't.
I was actually in the Opera House there yesterday with the twins, and I had I couldn't find their shoes, and there were no shoes and socks, and we were like, I don't know what in there. I know, so I don't even know
Were
what
they
they
in
have.
the pyjamas as well, I suppose?
I don't know. They were actually like nobody's children in there running around the place. Yeah, and then Erin Rose went up to the shop and asked for a load of sweets whilst I was chatting to somebody. It was just carnage.
The minute
in
you said
carnage.
sweets.
She was like, I want to go on stage. I'm always on the stage in
so
here.
cute.
Yeah, anyways, limited tickets left. I think all downstairs is gone. We just have the last couple of rows upstairs. So that's the 6th of September. We have the after party booked and organised. So we'll have an after party, which we will announce on the night. And yeah, we can't wait to see you all there. It's going to be absolutely
it's
wild.
going to be brilliant, amazing. And I just checked there my phone for an update. Did your man text me? And he hasn't, so he's definitely after standing me up. So anyway, just done. That's a treat for the rest of the day.
At least you could go home.
Well,
and
I'm
chill.
delighted that I can chill, but like the number is getting absolutely deleted, blocked, the whole lot. I've given him several chances now. Several chances. You know what I mean? Look, it's content as well. Who wants a happy ending? I mean, if we'd a happy ending all the time, we'd have no podcast.
Yeah, and like my fella is too nice to be true.
Oh,
I'd say
don't
he's
say that,
married or
Jude. He's a
something.
good egg. He's a nice fella.
Yeah, if there's something, no, he's too nice.
He'll be
Like I
listening
have
to
to
this, so shut up,
fucking
will
give
you?
it a. I
Don't
said
be
it to his face
no.
all the
And
time.
do you know the way now? You want to cop on there now because you're saying that. Oh, we'll meet again or we'll date again once you don't listen to the podcast. Do you actually think if he had a podcast and he said, "No, Julie, we can only meet again if you don't listen to the podcast"? Will you stop? You'd be outside the studio trying to get in, listening after stealing the tape. For fuck's sake! I was trying to say "feck" there, and I said "for fuck's sake." Anyway, until next week, gang. We will chat to you all then. I'm good.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for
Can't
another
wait, Jess. So
update.
I'm going
We'll
to be
see how
very
this week
British and
goes
sign
now.
off saying ta-ra, ta-ra, ta-ra,
Ta-ra,
my
mate.
all right, darling.
Ta-ra.
Bye.
No.
Bye,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.